The housing market is not going to crash tomorrow, nor is it likely to boom anytime soon. How can I confidently say this? Let's call this time the Great Pause or the Great Stall. It could possibly last a few years. So I'd like to take a look with you at what's going on that's causing this new type of housing market to form, so you have the right perspective and can make the right decisions. We'll look at the odds of both a crash and a market with large pricing increases during this time, when rates are still on the high side and home prices are, well, staying put or stalled. My hope is that this information will help you take advantage of this stall, because once it's over, as history has proven time and time again, millions of Americans will once again wish they had bought or sold. Okay, let's dig in. We're not in 2008, meaning lending practices have changed drastically since then, intentionally, to prevent that level of crash. And we're also not in the crazy pandemic times of 2020, 2021, right? Now we're in a strange, somewhat gray area, a zone that a lot of Americans have never experienced before. So why does this market feel stuck? It's not crashing or soaring, it's just hovering or sitting. Well, affordability has bumped up against a wall. High prices, elevated mortgage rates, and buyers' budgets are currently stretched pretty thin. Affordability always affects supply and demand. When lots of people are buying, demand is up. But the affordability of what they are looking at determines who can actually purchase those properties. On the supply side, those that can't afford to buy may be more hesitant to actually sell their existing home. So think of affordability as a large blanket that wraps around every potential path the market could take. So some combination of these three variables needs to shift in order for the market to change, not just one. Because of this combination of factors, buyers and sellers are currently holding back. This creates a market where not as much is moving as usual. But this isn't necessarily bad news. This time of reset gives the market time to recalibrate rather than collapse. I think we all agree that a reset is actually welcome news, even for those of you planning to sell soon, because chances are you are probably using some or all of your sale proceeds to buy another property as well. Some home sellers I speak with are currently waiting for prices and appreciation to go up again. But as historical data shows, when a market finally shifts, that's when all the competition floods back in. Remember, supply and demand. So if you want to sell in the next year or so, today's limited amount of homes on the market actually means less competition for your home. Waiting might mean putting your home up for sale alongside everyone else who's waiting when they finally take the plunge. That means there's more available for buyers to choose from and compare your home to. If you're buying, fewer bidding wars and more flexible sellers makes this a great window to negotiate better terms with a good agent. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Timing any market perfectly is pretty impossible, but in a paused or resetting market like we have now, the people that move first often come out ahead. Now, when selling, how do you overcome potential seller regret in this new normal? It's natural to wonder, did we price too high? Will we regret this? But remember, the market is not what it was in 2020, 2021. Pricing realistically now and not testing the market now often leads to faster, cleaner offers instead of months of waiting and multiple price cuts later. Also, focusing on your positioning, not perfection, is where I've been finding success with my home sellers. Presentation, marketing, and small updates often make a bigger difference in selling faster than trying to squeeze out a few thousand on price without doing the necessary things to get your property ready for market. The real mistake right now isn't pricing slightly low, it's sitting too long and becoming stale while buyers' attention moves to chasing newer listings that come on market. As a home buyer, how do you overcome potential buyer regret in this new normal? It's easy to think, what if prices drop more? But even small mortgage rate decreases can trigger new demand, pushing your price right back up again and placing you in direct competition with many more buyers. I would encourage you, if you're looking to buy, to focus on affordability, not fear, meaning buy a home that fits with your budget today. The biggest regret that buyers tend to have in slower markets isn't buying too soon, it's missing their chance when things were calm and more negotiable. How many people do you hear say, oh, I wish I had bought during X time? Many home sellers are now willing to negotiate, realizing that's our new normal again. That changes if they have lots of interest in their property and also have the ability to choose from several offers. So here's the big takeaway for buyers and sellers. The market may feel like it's standing still, but this great pause or stall is actually full of opportunity if you know where to look for it. If you're hoping to sell your home, don't let headlines drive your decision and hold you back. Serious buyers are still out there looking year-round, and they have fewer options than ever. The right price, and like I said, perfect presentation can get you a great result today, not someday. And if you're a buyer, remember, calm markets are where smart moves happen. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and drop your biggest housing question in the comments. I'd love to hear what's holding you back or what's got you curious right now. Thanks for watching.